Hello and welcome to the Medium's Voice podcast. I'm here with my co-host Philip, and our two wonderful guests are Heather and Cathy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's a Christmas special, isn't it?
It is.
Philip?
Yeah. There's no mulled wine, mind.
No, we've just
Thought we
eaten
might have had some
biscuits.
jingle bells.
Yeah, we've had biscuits and coffee this
Biscuits and coffee. Yeah, no cake this week.
time. Okay, yeah.
Dreadful.
So we're going to keep this very informal, I hope.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit and chat.
Chat rubbish and see what happens.
Yeah, our views.
Yeah. We should have had the recording going earlier because we've just spent about 20 minutes talking about all sorts of different
I know, yeah.
spooky and spiritual
And then we were
things.
like, we best stop talking.
Yeah. My mum was like, do you want to start recording just in case? Because we've...
Don't want to get burnt out.
Exactly, yeah. So
So what's everyone doing for Christmas? So,
We're
Cathy,
going
what are you
out
doing?
for lunch at the pub
on Christmas Day,
The
on
pub?
Christmas
Oh,
Day.
wow.
Uh-huh.
so you don't have to
Yes.
cook?
I don't have to cook and I don't have to clean up afterwards.
Oh,
Even better.
Wonderful.
And then we're going back to our house at the afternoon and just sit in front of the telly and play games, I think.
Oh, that
nice.
sounds good. That's like a good day, that, isn't it?
Yeah, right, quite relaxed.
Board games and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
we
I love
usually
a
do
board
a
game.
murder mystery type
Oh, do
thing.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Right.
Every year, and it's hilarious. we don't ever get
How many
to-
times have you been the murderer?
Oh, a couple.
Oh, right.
So be careful.
The halo slipped.
Yeah.
The halo slipped.
Heather, what are you doing?
I'm making Christmas dinner for everybody, and
Yeah.
Philip will be washing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's going to be a busy day
Yeah,
for you,
yeah,
Phil.
yeah.
I love
Washing up.
cooking, yeah. I normally go help
and
cook.
well, we've got Katie's boyfriend coming Boxing Day, and then my mum will be down Christmas Day,
Yeah.
sharing all the Christmas presents out, going to see Carl's grandkids.
Busy
Busy
days,
day.
isn't it?
Lovely.
Non-stop at my house Christmas Day.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a bit like mine, really. I've got 12 coming for Christmas dinner, so
Oh, God.
I'm normally drunk by lunchtime though. So
So you make, I said, like, make the Christmas dinner with a bottle of wine in your hand.
well, I drink prosecco as I'm cooking. That's how the day goes, and it just goes.
If I'm not driving, I usually start while I'm peeling the veg.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, and then after dinner we all sit around the table, and then like a bit like you, Cathy. Really, we
Yeah.
get out the board games and then drink again, and and then flake out in front of the telly on the evening.
You don't get a 2-day hangover then, do you? Or-
No. Gavin and Stacey special though, isn't it?
Oh, this year, yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
I was just
that.
talking to someone today, actually. Yeah, they've been catching up, binge watching all the episodes before that one comes out at Christmas time. So,
I'm doing
Wine.
Christmas cocktails.
oh,
I know. I've bought martini glasses.
how fancy!
So you have to
yeah.
fill them.
Yeah. So I'm doing Christmas cocktails, and
You can tell she's from Richmond, can't you? Hey,
I'm not actually. And candy canes and all little bits and pieces, and cranberries, frozen cranberries to pop in.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. So
Very
that's
nice.
my
You'll
starter.
have to send us a picture of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'll
see
let
how they
you-
turn
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Because they sound great, but whether or
Yeah,
not they,
exactly.
they turn out or not. So
Note to selves: don't be doing a podcast that day.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chapter censored.
yeah.
That and the
A lot of
Prosecco.
beeps. A lot of beeps. Michelle's off again.
It sounds like we're all having quite a traditional
Yeah, I
Christmas
think so,
day,
yeah.
isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody is as lucky, I suppose, as us, because we, have got family around.
Yeah.
There's I've got quite a big family around, and I know that you.
I mean,
have
there'll
as
be
well.
six of us, and to be fair, I like a traditional Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't care about getting presents or anything like that. I'm not.
There's a song in there
material.
somewhere.
It's yeah. It's kind of spending time with the kids. Philip and Michael work a lot, so I don't get to see them. I get to see them that day, and that's what's more. That's a present to me.
I was going to say, I think I'm along the same lines as you, to be honest, Heather, because I see it as, because it's quite commercialised now, isn't it, Christmas? And for me, it's not about a religious aspect. For me, it's about, like you said, taking time out, having that break from everyday life, isn't it? And spending quality time with your family.
It is. It's about looking at things from a different view, isn't it? And you can't do that in the material busyness of the day. So what's important, and it is your family, and it is that love that you have for each other, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is important because you don't know next year whether you've got everybody, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially as you get older.
Exactly. And I mean, I can, because I'm getting to that age, I can look back now at all the different Christmases, and I've got some beautiful memories from Christmas, and they're important.
Well, we're not promised a tomorrow, are we? So.
No, exactly.
No, that's why you should always make the most of today. I mean, I'm having a change round. I've been changing bedrooms around and all sorts, and I've come across old photographs from Christmas.
Oh God, yeah, you sent me that picture of.
Oh no, I found more.
I love photographs.
Philip on his little trike.
Oh, do you know, it takes you right back to that moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even the memories that you've forgotten, as soon as you look at a photograph, you think it takes you back to that time.
That exact
moment
thing happened to me. When
isn't
you
it?
Sent, yeah. My mum sent me a picture of a certificate that I got in primary school when I was in Middleton and Teesdale on a school trip. And instantly I could remember that whole trip. It was
just
so
remember
bizarre.
the feeling that
it was so bizarre,
And it captures...
May I add that the certificate was for being most creative with clothing. God knows what it did.
I didn't remember that part. I don't know, yeah. Gokwani
Don't let his dark secrets out.
No, I'm going to be good tonight.
Can't you see how stylish I am?
But it does make you think, doesn't it? Now, I think being spiritual as well, or as spiritual as you can be while you're here, that it makes you think about family more and the ones that are not there. And people, I mean, I lost my dad just a couple of weeks before Christmas, a few years ago now. But it kind of... It makes you think about them.
That memory, doesn't it?
And it brings back, I mean, we go on holiday and Philip would tell you, I'm terrible. And it's not so much like a tacky gift. I would buy a fridge magnet or something with the name of a place on. So when I look at that, it brings back the memory from what I've done.
Yeah.
And I think that's what life's about.
Yeah.
Making memories while you're here. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
No,
like Kath said, looking back, I'm not as old as Kath.
No.
I think as well, though, I think, Heather, as well, though, because it's a time where we gather around with our friends and our family, it does evoke, doesn't it, that reflection on our memories of, our loved ones that aren't there anymore.
And you do get a sense that now and again, I think, especially Christmas morning when you're doing the veg or when you're doing the cooking.
I wish they were here to see this.
And you do get the sense of people round and about.
You can feel them round and about you, though, sometimes as well, I think.
Yeah.
And I think others that's not as fortunate, and we've done, not for a year or so, but for a couple of years, we did like coats and that we wouldn't use anymore. And we took them round the homeless on the streets and gave them coats and something to keep warm, and bought them a cup of coffee and some food. And
yeah, my husband sometimes, I get telling off sometimes though, because if we go to these big cities,
the city life.
Yeah, city life. I'm just terrible because you see these people, sat in the streets, and obviously you can't give money to everybody, can you? And you shouldn't give money, and that's what I keep getting told off for. Yeah. But
I'll buy them some food and a coffee.
I'll nip to Greg's and I'll get them a coffee or a pasty or something like that. But I remember getting stopped in Darlington once, and there was no shops open, so I give them £10, and my husband was like not impressed because he's like, you shouldn't really give them money if you're going to give them something. Give them.
It's hard though to see people struggle, isn't it?
And also, do you know what? I've always had arguments with people about stuff like this. Not that I know anything about homelessness or anything like that, but to me, how do you know what that person's going to spend it on? Like, a lot of people have preconceived... That's what my husband said. Yeah, but he's probably got a preconceived idea.
Probably, yeah.
It could be spent
I don't
on
think
X,
like
Y,
that, you
Z.
see. Yeah.
I don't either. No. Because I think, who am I to judge that person?
Yeah.
And also,
exactly.
how do I know that they are going to do that? what you claim that they're going to do. You don't, do you?
You
So
don't.
I just think I'm only responsible for myself.
Mhm.
I'm doing what I perceive to be correct and right, and if that helps that person in some way, fair enough. If it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what is the right thing to do, but I just think,
Yeah, it's
for all
a
I know,
hard
they
one, isn't
they
it?
could be saving to get a room in a hotel that
Exactly.
night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know.
You don't.
You
I'd
don't.
love to be able to do that, because I mean we talked to a couple of guys in the shops, especially around Durham, and
Yeah.
find out if these people are genuine, because sometimes they have like a regular spot,
Do you know
and
what's-
I'd love to be able to pay like for a hotel room for somebody just to have warmth, hot shower for
I
one
suppose
night.
the problem with that is, and what I've come to realise as well, even from my own experiences, that's only a short-term fix, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's not the actual solution.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll probably know what the solution is.
And we
but-
forget as well, though, some people prefer to live that way.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a choice
Heather, you are
sometimes, but not
Mm,
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I remember we did a thing where you slept out. Do you remember sleep
Oh,
out for homeless
yes,
people?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that. It's just remembered memories, isn't it?
It is memories,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think it's just Christmas, and it's a time to want to give, isn't it?
Yes.
You do want to give, whether
Yeah.
it's
We should
material or not.
really be generous all year, not just at Christmas.
Well, that's exactly, but that's exactly it, isn't it? You know,
But is that not
why-
where spirituality comes in, really?
Yeah.
I think so.
To have an open mind and not judge people.
Yeah, it's that empathy and, in a way, humanitarian.
It's hard, though, isn't it, to do it
Yeah, all the time.
consistently?
Yeah.
Because I think we're conditioned to do it in some respects.
I think kind of we naturally want to
Mhm.
help people, don't we?
Yeah,
I
I think so.
definitely.
And I think that's throughout.
It's a feel-good factor,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mhm.
And I suppose that's what we get with mediumship as well, though.
Mhm.
Is I'd always say to people like, oh, when you do mediumship, you get that feel good that you don't get from anything else in life, do you really?
No.
And it's hard to explain that feeling that you get, but when you unite two people, one in the spirit world, one here, and for the first time, if it's the first time, that's just like magical because the whole room changes, everyone experiences that feeling, and
Mhm.
yeah, I
you
think
can
that,
feel it bounce back at you,
Yeah.
can't you? When you know it's right, when you know
Yeah.
you're just there.
Mhm.
I usually call it Tigger in the house, because it makes me like feel excited,
like energetic, yeah,
and
yeah.
that energy change, and
Which you get when you do good things for people, don't you? Good deeds,
You
I
do.
find.
And I think when you're working with spirit as well, you've got that sense of knowing a person that you can't see.
Yes,
You've got
yeah,
the sense of their character, of how they would speak.
the spirit person. That
the
is.
the spirit person, and we don't always interpret it exactly right, but that is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Oh,
And
yeah.
nobody can give you that.
I don't think so. No,
It's not like any other experience that you have. It's so intimate,
Yeah.
and close.
like you say that I've said before in when I've been at events and stuff, is you can't replicate
No,
that feeling at all. No
There's-
matter if you love your
there's
job.
no other
love-
part of
Yeah,
life
no.
that
And
has that.
I even had a conversation with someone once where it's a love or an upliftment, and I would say that different to what you would experience here. Like, not even your family's love is the same as that. Does that
No.
make sense? It's very
Yes.
different.
It's intense,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
different.
do you not think you take your family's love a bit for granted, though, really? And we shouldn't. So when it comes in from the spirit world, we're really
It's like
feeling
raw.
what it's like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's no barriers up. It's just,
Yeah, potentially.
and it's
yeah.
just there.
I was thinking today actually about doing the podcast and the different things that we've all experienced in spiritualism. And when I first came into spiritualism, and I know it's a long time ago, there was a lot more emphasis on philosophy and on good philosophy.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And over the years, it's changed, and some things are for the better. Because, I mean, when I first started to come to church, anything was allowed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could remember people going into trance in an open circle and things like this, or
Gosh,
on the
yeah.
rostrum as well, doing a Sunday service. And I think we just accepted it then, but obviously attitudes change.
Yeah, society, isn't it, as well?
Exactly. So it is, it is difficult, isn't it, sometimes to know what's right.
I think probably because spiritualism, as a whole, it encompasses really quite a wide range of beliefs, doesn't it? And
It
practices
does.
as a whole.
I think we're influenced a lot by Christianity, but then you've got the Buddhism, and then you've got other religions. And I think that does have an effect because people fetch those beliefs through the door when they've been to other churches. And I know we have our principles, but I just think you've got to pick from the philosophy that sits well with you and gives you direction and gives you guidance and helps you on the path of life. And I think that's what philosophy does.
Yeah. But I think maybe to stress the importance of positive philosophy.
Yeah, we spoke about this before, didn't we? Where you don't want to hear about someone's shopping trip down to Asda or whatever else.
When we first started to go to church, there was this thing where if you came to church and you went out floating because you'd heard something that inspired you, uplifted you, made you happier in some way, then the medium had done the job.
Yeah.
And I think in some ways we've lost a little bit of that.
We have lost that.
And I think there's some things that are better, but there's some things that we could do with revisiting and fetching back through into the religion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that,
I think as well, though, that spiritualism, I think for everybody, it's quite a personal, isn't it?
Yes, very, very
personal experience.
Just if you have a room full of spiritualists and you speak to each one will have a different reason that they came in.
View and ideas.
And different experiences within the religion. And we need to be, I know we don't always, but we need to be respectful and open-minded.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because I suppose people have to remember is your way or my way isn't the right way necessarily.
It's the right way for me or the right way for you, but it may not be the right way for somebody else.
It's exactly the same when we're talking about our experiences now, our views is we form those opinions based upon our experiences that we've had.
Yes.
However, someone else hasn't necessarily had them experiences.
No, exactly.
So,
but that's not to say that they're not going to have them experiences.
No.
Their journey, they could be at slightly different
point
in their journey, couldn't they?
Yeah.
And I think we've also got to be respectful that some people who have been in the religion a long time have seen a lot of different things, but that necessarily isn't reflected in their age. Philip's been here since he was 13, 14.
Yeah, something like that,
I was, 18, 19.
Yeah.
But there's some people who were maybe in the 70s have just come.
Yes.
And I think in my 20s.
Yeah, I think we look at age and think it automatically gives you experience and knowledge.
Yeah,
and it doesn't really.
No, that's right.
Not within this religion.
I found that quite a lot actually when I first started out is a lot of people would look at us because I was young. And they'd have a different opinion when like I can remember a time where I'd been travelling sort of up and down the country for 2-3 years doing mediumship dems, and a lot of people didn't realise that. And I'd been on a lot of courses over the years.
And you'll have seen a lot more in that time than many people who sit in a circle.
Potentially,
in a Sunday service once a week.
I would class myself as lucky because I'd obviously sat with some of the best mediums in the country, and I'd been on courses with a lot of these people, and I'd had a lot of experiences that you wouldn't normally get, I would say, in normal day-to-day things with spiritualism. But I suppose that as well, what we always speak about is it's not necessarily all about religion either, is it? Because the spirit world exists without religion. And we don't have to be a spiritualist to communicate with the spirit world.
Exactly.
There's people who do mediumship, have done it for years, not a spiritualist at all.
Not spiritual.
I was just going to say that actually when you said it's like when you came to church, and church is I think sometimes it's a doorway for people to join with like-minded people, but it's not necessarily that it hasn't been there before you've walked through the church doors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's like loads of odd experiences that people have had as kids and seen things and heard things. And
they don't even know about religion yet.
Yeah,
no, I mean, you can talk to other friends, end up being...
Well, I think the church isn't for everybody, is it?
Yes.
But I
think it's an important It's important, the church, as
It
well.
is, but it's not for everybody.
No.
And like we just said before, though, spirit isn't just in the church, because if we go back within this religion, I mean, ever since the 18th century, 19th century, spirit has been
Investigated,
Yeah.
documented.
documented,
I think since the
studied, doesn't
beginning
it?
of
I
time.
think so as well. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the
It's,
Native American Indians and their ceremonies
Yeah,
and how they
especially.
connect
Yeah.
with their ancestors.
Exactly, but
and
it
there's a-
wasn't all in a church.
No,
so,
no,
so
Exactly.
that's
no.
what I'm saying. It's like
Churches
don't-
give you a community.
exactly.
That's what they give you.
Yes.
And as much as anything, I think they give you a set of rules.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's good.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's not.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
know.
we spoke about this as well before.
Yeah,
I
we
think on
did,
the
didn't
episode
we?
with Jan, where I was saying, obviously, in spiritualism, the religion, you've only got the 7 principles, which
Mhm.
for me is ideal, because if someone tries telling me to do X, Y, and Z and not to do A, B, and
It's
C,
almost
I'll
like
be
a
fuming.
Well, that's
it's
why
like
I
a
came here.
safeguarding,
Yeah.
safeguarding, isn't it, within
Yeah.
the church?
It is, and you've got to be careful. But
You do.
Philip
have to
is
be
a lot
careful.
like me. Don't tell me what to do. Guide me that way. And I think that's what the 7 principles give you.
Just guidance.
But don't say, don't do this, that, and the other, because at the end of the day, I'd just turn around and do it anyway.
Yeah, they're not there to be obeyed. They're
No.
there,
And
for
they always had
guidance.
open to interpretation at
As
the
a-
bottom.
Oh, yes, they used
When
to.
I
Yeah,
first
yeah.
came
And
in,
it-
it was in every hymn book, and
Yeah.
it was
On the
So,
bottom of the
I mean,
principles,
we're,
yeah.
we're talking about the principles, on this podcast here, but not everybody that is listening will understand the principles of spiritualism, or the 7 principles, because we're just all sat here talking about it.
I could tell you them, and then
Go
for
on there.
people who aren't
The
spiritualists.
fatherhood of God.
So number 1 is the fatherhood of God. Number 2 is the brotherhood of man. Number 3 is the communion of spirits and the ministry of angels. Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Number 4, the continuous existence of the human soul. Number 5, personal responsibility. Number 6, compensation and retribution hereafter for all the good and evil deeds done on earth. That's a tongue twister. And number 7, which is eternal progress open to every human soul. SNU spiritualism, I must stress.
Yeah.
They're the 7 principles of that.
Mhm.
But there's all different churches within, because you've got your Christianity,
Yeah,
you've
Christian
got your
spiritualists.
independent,
Independent ones, yeah,
So
which may
there's-
differ.
Yeah, so they're all different.
But I think they're quite easy to go by, aren't they? And I get religion's not for everyone, which is fine.
Mhm.
It wasn't for me for a lot of years.
Mhm.
I think, in some respects, as we go through life, we dip in and dip out
Yeah.
when it's appropriate, when your circumstances
I
allow
had a
it.
massive break, yeah. It
Uh-huh,
was great.
and
I think
perhaps
as well,
when,
sorry.
so, and it's also about things that happen in your life. There's sometimes when you think, I'm just not going to go because I don't want that religious aspect. You
Yeah.
need something else at those points. But I think the fact that you can always come back and you can always walk through the doors of a spiritualist church and you know you're at home.
Yeah, yeah.
I can say, do you know what? Since I came into this religion, I've made some amazing, wonderful friends.
Yeah.
That's really special. But the people I've met, I wouldn't necessarily meet in my everyday life.
No.
That's exactly what I said to Jan
Yeah.
when she was on before, is that I've met, especially when I was younger,
Mhm.
like I'd met people who were like double, triple my age, and I would have never have come into contact with them people. And a lot of them people I'm now friends with, who are classed as friends. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? How you yeah, you are older than me, Michelle. Yeah,
Just giving
just
him
in
a
case
dirty
anyone
look
was
then.
doubting that. Yeah, we won't talk about age on the other
Yeah.
side.
No, we don't talk about age on this podcast.
Good.
No,
I
Philip just had a rough paper round Michelle.
Yeah.
It's all right,
Yeah.
darling. You look
He
younger.
keeps saying how young he is, but I'm sure he's a lot older.
Yeah, I'm getting on a bit now. How long have you been in spiritualism, Kath?
40 years.
40 years. So between us, we've got over 85 years of experience within
Wow.
spiritualism. Isn't that mad?
Yeah. It is really, because it's
Crazy.
like
quite a
more
lot.
than a lifetime, isn't
Yeah.
it, really?
But going back to Christmas, because obviously
Oh yeah, well, it's Christmas
we've
special. right?
digressed.
It's
Christmas
Christmas
Yeah.
time.
special. So obviously it's Christmas special, and we're sat here, and there's a gorgeous little Christmas tree next to us with all the baubles hanging on the tree. And at the top of the tree is a angel.
Oh, yes.
Which is a symbol, isn't it, of, I suppose, a symbol of Christianity, isn't it? A symbol, well, I think it represents various things, not just Christianity, to be honest. Angels represent quite a few, don't they? Wide, varied things. So, we can see them as protectors or, there to help us. They don't necessarily have to have wings, but they are a wonderful symbol that we put on our Christmas tree.
This always crops up, this angels, and
It does.
I've got.
I think, especially within this religion, I've heard so many speakers on the rostrum refer to angels.
Yeah.
I don't think I can accept them in the traditional way of the long gown and the halo and the wings. But I sometimes think, is the word spirit guide and inspire the same as an angel? Is it a different type of thing?
My mum's passed away and I refer to her as my angel.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah.
And that's somebody that would watch over you and protect you.
Which is exactly what we think about angels, isn't it? So I suppose everybody's got quite a varied view of angels, but they are a big representation around Christmas, aren't they?
And I think sometimes the spirit world will give you your interpretation, the way you understand or feel or see things isn't the same way as somebody else. I don't suppose we'll ever know it way over there, but really are they something as we would refer to a spirit guide level, or something as a protector, a doorkeeper, part of our team? Is it that comfort for that person that's more important than
it's symbology, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the big debates I have quite often, is that when you pass to the spirit world and people pass to the spirit world, they talk about seeing angels and stuff like that. Is that just because that's what they already know and expect, and therefore the spirit world show themselves as that? But to me, in a way, why would I ask for this angel, so to speak? I could just ask for my family members in the spirit world to protect me, or and I'm controversial because I don't believe in protection and all that stuff, and each to their own. But I just think
I was going to say, so an angel is typically, isn't it, understood as a spiritual being or a messenger.
I was just actually thinking about that. If you think about the nativity story itself, the Christmas story, the angel was a messenger from God.
Yeah.
And it was to give a message direct to somebody on the earth.
Almost like serving as an intermediary between the two worlds.
Maybe a medium in their own right.
Yeah. But in many belief systems, angels are considered benevolent and act as protectors, don't they? So guides or carriers of divine messages, which is what,
do you think that stems from Orthodox religion?
Well, I was just going to say, actually, because it's in Christianity, Judaism,
right,
and Islam. So angels are seen as beings who follow God's will and help carry out divine purposes.
So does that mean we're all angels?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Philip, darling, you've never had wings.
We're all angels.
You see,
now.
Heather, I told you I had a halo.
Yeah.
12
I agree now.
Yeah. So I suppose in a spiritual sense or a religious sense, they are, I suppose, described as that. But for anybody that isn't from a religious aspect, would call them a very kind person, generous person, somebody that looks after us, a bit like I said with my mum.
If you think about that, though, so like you could call a carer an angel.
Exactly.
A medium an angel.
Yeah.
You could call anyone an
anybody.
angel. Yeah.
Anybody that's kind and generous.
Angel Philip.
I wonder where the image of the angel with the wings and the
actually came from.
Was it an artist, do you think? Was it somebody?
Please hold caller, your call's important to us. Michelle's on the research straight away there.
I am
when you say some of the chapels with the paintings, they're very much depicted, aren't they, in artwork? So worthy.
That also makes me think how many artists are influenced by the spirit world.
Yes, I've
totally
agree.
That said before,
yes.
actually.
And the same with, like, not necessarily just painting, but music, musicians, any creative form.
I think if you listen to, I can't remember who I was listening to, but it was one of the big composers, one of the famous ones, and they were saying they almost go into a trance-like state when they're writing their music, and I just thought,
I've heard
that must be amazing. But is that communication? Is there a divine inspiration?
Yeah. Some of the more modern artists as well. I watched an interview with somebody, and you can quote me on this, and if you like, I'm not 100%. I'm correct. I'm not sure if it was Elton John or something like that. He can write songs in minutes, and he said he feels inspired. Now, is it that sort of inspiration? Makes you wonder.
It does, yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Especially if you've got a hit from like 30, 40 years ago and you're still making millions of pounds each year, isn't it? I could do with being more creative, I think.
That's where Robbie Williams got his Angels song from.
Yes. Oh dear.
Sorry, I had to put that one in.
Yeah.
Got images in my head I need to get rid of.
But the angel symbol, literally, from what I saw when I Googled just a minute ago, but there was loads on there. So I had a quick peek, and it goes right the way back to Greek mythology.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They were quite,
and it probably goes back further than that.
Yeah,
but it's just what it's just what I quickly
ancient
saw.
Egyptians with Hathor and things like that. Was that their form of angel? And it's just as society's grown and things have changed. Has the imaging changed?
That's led me on to my question, which I was wanting to ask today. I wondered what people's thoughts are on, is there levels in the spirit world? Is the levels of, or if I do a bad thing here, do I go to not hell?
Did
I don't
we not
want to say
touch
hell.
on that with Les? Yeah, I'm sure we did. We spoke a little, Les Henderson, I should say. We spoke a little bit about
it's.
that.
Do you know? It's something that, in the years that I've been in the spiritualist church, it comes up time and time again. And some people say there's 12 levels, but how can you
I'm not
measure
convinced.
the number of levels? I do think, personally, I believe, if there's reincarnation, it makes sense that each time you come onto the earth plane, you learn something else. And I think the journey is from absolutely nothing through all of the different lifetimes, then for a period of time. Well, I know there's no time in spirit, but learning from what's in the spirit world, do you then become part of God? Is that what the levels are about in the journey? But that's just my thought.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Can I just throw a spanner in the works
Go
here?
on, then.
You don't believe in God.
No, I don't. But what happens? This is getting really deep now. What happens when our Earth literally explodes?
Are we
Where
connected
does
to
all
the
the
What
spirit
what is going
Are
to
we
happen?
connected to the earth? Really?
I would say no.
Do you think we're
I-
connected
What happens
well,
to the
the
humanity,
universe?
mankind?
Well, I would say
Spirit world.
humanity, the spirit world isn't bound to here.
No, exactly. But how will that impact? How will that change? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I suppose that's
yeah.
beyond our.
Not trying to be morbid here, but once we all die as a result of this Earth
It's
explosion,
Christmas
cataclysmic
Yeah.
event?
yeah, as Earth explodes and we all pass to the spirit world, we'd all be over there. So you wouldn't miss anyone because you'd all be in the
There'd be
same
no
place.
communicators, there'd no mediums left.
But I
Well,
think-
you wouldn't need a
You'd be out
medium.
of a job.
I think I
Phil.
know where you're coming from. Is the spirit world connected to the earth plane? Is it or is it not? You're saying not.
I would say no.
No, I say no. I don't think it is.
But again, the earth is a physical thing.
Yeah.
The spirit world, well, is it? Is it a physical thing? Is it an energy? Is it a mix of both?
I wouldn't say it's bound to the Earth.
No.
We have an
I think it's
attachment here,
difficult
'cause
because
most of the-
then are we just going to float around in the universe?
100%. I would absolutely love that. It'd be brilliant. Do you not think? You can laugh. It's okay to laugh. I'll be
No, I'd
floating
like to
around.
be doing something rather than just
I'll
floating.
be doing stuff, but I'll be floating around the universe, living my best life.
Uh-huh.
Be brilliant.
That's a very interesting question.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
I suppose if you think about it, if the spirit world was bound or connected to the earth,
Mhm.
then if that was the case,
I don't think they are connected.
no,
though,
I'm
are
not.
they?
I'm saying if they were though, I'm trying to keep it
Right,
balanced
okay.
here.
It's getting very complex.
Yeah, then you would sense the spirit world wherever that person passed all the time.
Mhm.
Do you see what I mean? So,
But we do.
yeah, but if I died here, I'd be stuck here, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I suppose.
I wouldn't be able. You couldn't communicate with me down the road.
Getting back to what Philip said about the different levels, I don't know. I tend to think of everybody kind of just there, a light, if you like. But I think each light will shine at a different intensity based on not necessarily intelligence, but what
I'm
they've
knackered if
learned
it's
on
based
the
on
way
intelligence.
and what they're
Individuality.
Or
and what
spirituality.
they've picked up and are able to pass on. You know, they can look at a farmer, a factory worker, and they can have had a lot of life experience, and people can learn from a textbook, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have that knowledge.
Yeah, but I don't
pass
think
on.
when we pass over to the spirit world, any of that's relevant.
No,
But we talk
I don't
about
mean on that level. I mean
eternal
on,
progress open to
Yeah.
every
Yes.
human
That's
soul,
what-
don't
yeah.
we?
that's what I mean.
So there must be progression after this life,
yeah,
in the
to
next
learn.
life.
Yes, but I think we can always progress. Like,
Yes.
none of us have learned absolutely everything that
No.
we could learn here
I
today.
think it's a choice.
So you choose whether you want to learn and progress in the spirit
Yeah,
world.
I think it's a
Do
choice.
it.
Well, we've got choice here, I suppose, haven't we? Yeah.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't it be a choice?
You could choose to stay on that level with the amount of knowledge you've got.
I'm not saying
And just-
levels.
You could help that, say, a level of people just underneath that need picking up a bit, lifting
See,
up.
that doesn't fathom with
No,
me.
it doesn't mean.
And the only reason I'm saying this is because, to me, it all stems from Orthodox religion.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I've got
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
everyone's
is that what
got
you
everyone's
think?
got
got their own view.
Yeah,
Mm.
and there's nothing wrong with any other religion either. I
No.
just want
No.
to say that.
No.
No.
But I do believe
I like talking about people's beliefs. I think it's important.
Ah,
And I think it's important to respect everybody's views, isn't
absolutely,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, without
And
a doubt.
which goes
and
back
that's
to
not to say that
Yeah.
we know it all and that
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
right,
definitely
you're
don't.
right, or anybody else is right.
I don't think any of us will kind of.
I think if you do, you
Really
stop
know till you get
progressing
there.
yourself. If you think you know everything,
yeah.
then you'll never ever learn anything again.
I know a person who, at the time of his life, it was like A levels, etc.
Mm.
Potentially able to go on to do degrees, be a doctor, or do whatever he wanted to do, and he chooses to be a welder because that's what he likes. So it's his choice. That's what I'm saying. Is it your choice to stay on a level if that's what you want to class it as, and potentially help others there?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
What-
I'd
and
probably
what you-
agree with
yeah.
that. But I'd also ask the question as well, or put it out there that is it also a choice of our belief as well over there? Because are you open-minded to different possibilities as well? Because that would restrict your growth if
I
you
think,
weren't.
I think,
Does that make sense?
yeah, from my experience, that does happen because we get people of other faiths communicating with us
Yeah.
as mediums,
That's right.
and you can tell sometimes that that person isn't comfortable with the process that's taking place,
Yeah.
or they feel uneasy, even though
Mhm.
they're in the spirit world.
Mhm.
They still feel that uneasiness because
It's
some
not
people,
natural.
yeah. Or some
exactly.
people though that from a different belief. I know when I've given communication before, and I've had like strong Catholic faiths come forward. Sometimes I've had communication where they've been like pleased to be able to make that communication, and it's been exciting, even though that they've got a different faith and a different belief.
Yeah,
Having that communication with the spirit from the spirit world to the recipient.
they're almost like,
Is-
oh my gosh, this
Yes.
is possible in the spirit
Exciting.
world. Yeah,
Yeah.
We can do this. There's no restriction.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think when you get into the spirit world, there must be much more of a freedom within your different religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Because every religion has, the word religion should mean to become a better person, shouldn't it? And every religion has something positive, nurturing, that'll help
Some
you.
aspect of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if you can put all of them together from all of the
I
different
think it's
religions,
the same meeting point at the end
exactly,
of the road, isn't it?
it's that one common thing we all
We all
have
take
in
that
common.
different journey, but it's the same meeting point.
And once
Yes.
you're over there, there's no religion in the spirit world. There's just
Mhm.
spirit.
I remember a well-known medium. He worked the rostrum for many years, served many churches, and he had a very different background, a very religious background. He used to be a monk. He had a very different name. And I remember him opening in prayer, but he would say, let's say the prayer you taught us to pray. Now, for me, that wasn't about another religion. That was about a coming together. It brought me memories from
That's
being...
lovely, that is, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because saying that, it's not just the Lord's Prayer, it's
No.
your prayer.
It was like being at school and having that community for everybody drawn together. So it wasn't the Lord's Prayer, it was the prayer you taught us to pray.
Exactly. So it's what
And
you
it was
feel
like,
comfortable with.
I don't know, there was something in church when he said it,
Mhm.
where you could feel that community, that togetherness. This guy, he was just so special.
He was lovely.
He was
He was a
so
nice
special.
man.
He gave so much.
And he had his trials and tribulations
He
in
did
life,
indeed.
and he
Yeah, yeah.
shared those. And I think
Yeah.
when people hear that from somebody like him, they think, well, it's not just me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody has issues, problems.
He would have been excellent to have on this.
Oh, he
wouldn't
would have been
Yeah.
good, wouldn't he?
Fascinating, yeah.
It would have been crazy because he had such a wicked sense of humour.
Oh, that as
From
well,
the
yeah.
background he had as well. He was amazing. And it just resonates with me, the prayer you taught us to pray. No matter who taught you or what the words are.
I love that because then that can mean lots of different things. It
I
doesn't
mean, it
necessarily
was
have
for
to
the
be.
It's about
Lord's
a coming
Prayer,
together.
but
isn't
it brought that togetherness for
Yeah.
me.
So have we answered the question about levels?
I don't know if we have really.
I
I
don't
don't think
think-
we'll ever know.
I'm
Not till
I
we
think
get
there's
there.
really an answer to it, Kath.
No, I don't think
it
so.
doesn't resonate with me.
No, me neither. And I think we always, like you say, crops up over the years, doesn't it?
Mhm.
All
It
the
does,
time.
and I hear different mediums say different things.
Yeah,
And I've heard it more in trance situations, which
Yeah.
is quite strange. But again, I think I've got an open mind, and
yeah. See what
I
happens.
suppose
Exactly.
That's the best thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's really important to take note on, is to keep an open mind, because what you think now is not necessarily what you're going to think later.
well,
is
when
it?
you think back to when you were a teenager and everything was so black and white, and you knew everything.
Exactly, yeah.
The world
Yeah.
road you're
Or
living.
not even that.
But I
it's-
think as you grow, you realise you don't know everything, and that there's just so many different shades of grey in life that it's not
yeah.
black and white.
I know from my own personal journey, I know from when I came into this religion, you know, my views right back from day one
Mhm.
were probably quite narrow-minded.
Yeah.
And I'd probably say now I'm more open-minded, and through that I've had more diverse
I was
experiences.
think
exactly
s-
like that.
yeah.
I was definitely like
I
that.
think I can remember thinking this is right and that's wrong. And as you get further on in life and you've experienced some of those things yourself,
Yeah.
it's not so easy.
I'm still a
is
little
it?
bit like that. I'll be open.
I can be picky.
You're still quite young though.
Yeah, see, I told you.
I am. Does that mean I'm young as well?
No,
I think I always come from a thing of like, use your common sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's probably mine,
yeah.
to be honest.
But do you not think the best thing about this and doing the podcast, coming together, talking about this, we keeping ourselves open for answers that we might never get to know,
yeah.
that might in fact just change.
Mhm.
As long as we're looking, we're seeking the answers. We're not having enough ego to
Yeah, it's
just shut it down and saying,
progression,
it.
isn't it?
Mhm. It
Well,
is progression.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all searching for the same thing, aren't we? We're all searching
Yes.
for that divine truth.
I don't know what I'm searching for. I do know what I'm searching for. I'm searching for
Cake?
evidence to either prove or disprove the existence of life after death.
Mhm.
And this is very controversial, but I'm
Well,
open
that's
to either.
the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, I
But-
suppose, yeah.
The divine
Doesn't
truth.
matter how much evidence we get within this religion, we always
Question it.
want more.
Yeah.
Mhm. And we question it as
We
well.
do.
Even when it's
Mhm.
given to us, and sometimes that you're given experiences and there's like no explanation, and we'll still sit there and question everything.
Mhm.
But
Try
I think
and
that's
rationalise it.
But do you know, that's a good thing though. I don't see that as a bad thing, because I think we can jump to so many conclusions.
I think we're not a faith-based religion, and another medium that we know says that spiritualism is not a faith-based religion. We are an evidence-based religion.
Yes,
absolutely.
And so that evidence is an ongoing process,
It is, yeah.
isn't it?
And
Yeah.
that's why I'm so interested in the science side,
Mhm.
and there's massive,
And it is-
massive amounts of science.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
It is,
isn't
isn't it?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like that aspect of it too, Philip, because that gives me more of my proof if I can see it.
Yeah, something
What-
tangible.
Yes.
That's- yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all like that, though.
I
aren't
mean,
we?
Yeah.
initially walking into church, I don't really know what I was looking for. I was curious.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's ever gone.
As you get more evidence, like you've spoken about, Michelle, where you can't explain it rationally,
Mhm.
and there's something you've had an experience. I can't explain it. I know what I experienced. As stuff like that happens, you just gain more questions, don't you? And before you know it, you're down a rabbit hole.
It must be lovely to have a blind faith, mustn't it?
I couldn't.
I know
I
I
wouldn't
can't.
like
That's
to.
why I'm in this
No.
religion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I like to go off my own experiences.
I can't believe it until I've experienced it or seen it myself.
I'm exactly like that.
I think
yeah.
majority of people are really.
Yeah.
aren't they?
Within
And-
this religion.
Yeah, within, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to be careful, though, because...
Do you not think as well, though, some things we have seen and experienced, it can still leave us with an air of doubt because we question?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
Yes.
because I've had some excellent evidence.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have
We
as
all
well.
have,
And I've still
really.
questioned everything.
And I'm still here going, I either want to prove or disprove.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter what they give us. We're just like, yeah, I need more.
The
I need
spirit
more.
world sat there like, for God's
God's sake,
sake,
what
do we
else
have to
do we
give
have to
you
give
any
you?
more proof?
Yeah.
To be fair, there is now a lot of studies into the spirit world
Mhm.
in the science community.
Yes, there is. isn't
And
there?
I'm hoping sometime, maybe next year, that we get someone I know, a gentleman from down south on, that's his job. He studies anomalous experiences.
Oh, that would be really
Um,
It'd be
interesting.
interesting
yeah.
to hear some more of the
Um,
scientific
Yeah.
background.
One thing I found so interesting when I was down there with them is that what we forget is a lot of people around the world have these experiences.
Mhm.
There's millions of people that have these experiences that can't be explained.
Mhm.
That doesn't necessarily prove there's life after death, but it certainly makes you question and investigate.
But you just have to look at the Bible, don't you?
Yeah.
And history itself. How many spiritual experiences that people had over the centuries that's
Yeah.
been recorded. Joan of Arc, and
There's all
horrible
sorts,
things
isn't there?
happened to them, and there's just too much of it out there, really, isn't there?
For there to be nothing.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
My mum was very, very religious. It's
Yeah.
given me a choice from what I wanted. I brought the kids up. I brought them up to be open-minded and choose what they want,
Yeah.
and never ever made
I
them
think
do
that's really
anything.
important.
Yeah, I do as well.
I know. I can always remember there was a girl I worked with, and she had been made to go to church, and she hated it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated it, and she walked away, and it caused a rift in her family. And I remember saying, "I don't make my kids believe anything, because we're told it's our own journey, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly,
Life
yeah.
is our own journey."
It's a choice, isn't it?
And I think she would have liked to go back to church, but if she did, it'd give her the expectation of...
Just before we wrap up, by the way, I think another important thing, just on the back of what you said, Kath, about history, is when you look at all the other faiths, they all have a belief in there being something else after death,
Yes,
don't
exactly.
they? And it's strange.
We are
that-
the only one to practice it, though.
Yeah.
to provide evidence of that, yeah. I
But it
suppose.
goes back to what Michelle says, though, isn't it? There's many roads
Yeah.
to my father's house, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're
There's
all on different journeys,
We're
but
just
the
on a different
destination's the
path.
same, yeah.
Mhm.
They all
And I
reach
think,
the same-
suppose at Christmas time, we have to be aware that more tolerance is needed in the world, not just at Christmas, but right through the year.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
actually, before you said
Mhm.
that, you're a prime example of that, because you drive one place one way and come back another way, don't you?
I do, yeah.
You change the route each
It's
time.
tradition.
It's
You
much
can't-
more interesting. You can't come back the same way you
No,
went.
exactly. Yeah, you've got your way there and your way back. Anyway, I think that's it, isn't it, for this one? Because we're going to have a few weeks off. So
Yeah, we've got a couple of weeks off, haven't we? We're having a nice little break.
Yeah,
Spend time with our families.
Make memories.
Make memories, which is really important.
A few headaches.
A few,
Yeah. The hangovers.
Yeah.
And
so
then
it's nice
it'll
little
be
break.
2025 when we come back.
Gosh, 2020.
Another year older.
That's terrifying.
And wiser.
No. And wiser, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
So
about
there's
that.
nothing more to say other than we wish everybody a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
And a
have
very
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Have a
Happy
wonderful
New Year.
Christmas.
Oh, and Happy New Year. Yes, of course. Yeah.
We wish you a Merry
Oh, I'm not singing. I don't
and a
do
Happy
singing.
New Year.
Oh dear. We're definitely wrapping
Let's
it
put
up
that
there.
in. Oh, my voice is going now
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah.
You can
You'll
cut
be
that bit
editing
off
that
if you
out.
want.
Some serious editing needs to go on here. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and thanks for the
the invite.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Yeah,
you
I've
very much.
enjoyed
Thank
it.
you very
It's
much.
been really interesting.
Oh,
and
it's been lovely
thought-provoking.
chatting.
That's what it's about, isn't it? It's about challenging our views and
Yeah.
opinions and thoughts,
Yeah, and throwing it out there, isn't it?
and
Just
getting us
throwing
to
it out
think.
there.
Yeah.
And I think most of all, what is important is talking like we have. Religion gets labelled as causing wars.
Yeah.
And that's what we haven't done. We've
No,
never
we haven't
argued.
caused a war yet.
Because
No, we haven't argued.
each and every one of us sat here tonight has had a different view, and that's
Yeah.
been lovely. It's
Yeah.
been lovely to
If
see.
you don't have
Or
different views,
here,
how can you
I should
learn
say.
something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And yeah, if anyone does have any questions, by the way, we keep saying this week in, week out, but email us at themediumsvoicepodcast@gmail.com and we'll read them out. And we've had a few, haven't we, over the past few months? So,
We have,
yeah.
yes. So it's been really, really nice.
And it
yeah.
gets us thinking about things
I
as well
know,
and challenging
yeah.
our
Yeah.
thoughts. So
But it's been wonderful,
Yeah.
and we hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you.
thank you very much.